going on? Muriel from the Sunshine Family. I am live here on the channel, but I'm going to give you some updates about my life in Costa Rica. And also I'm going to share a big vision that I am walking around with for a while now that I think you deserve to hear. You might even benefit from it, because I am not just living my life in Costa Rica, I'm also working and earning from Costa Rica by doing something specific. And I am on this mission and very driven to accomplish my mission and vision the next year. That I just thought, you know what, I have been not uploading a video the previous week. My viewers deserve to hear what's going on. So why was Muriel so silent? It's actually a good sign, okay? But before I'm going to tell you exactly, you know, what my vision is, and that has to do with how I can help a lot of people who need it. I first wanted to share my, some energy to the people at the Caribbean side right now. I just checked some pictures and videos about what's going on in Jaco. There has been huge rains there. Basically the whole Caribbean coast is affected. People are suffering, cars are lost, people are flooded out of their homes, and I just want to say, okay, you know, stay strong, and sending you lots of vibes. But also my live video, by the way, just let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. I see I have a number of live people here. Can you share in the chat below a thumb up that you can hear me loud and clear, and also just say hi if you're hopping on live. Also, what's going on at the Caribbean and people suffering because of the floods and losing their homes and their cars and their stuff, and it's messy. My vision has to do with that as well. So yeah, I just want to touch on everything. So okay, why have I been so silent? Okay, and stick to the end if you want to hear my vision and my mission, and I'm also hoping that it includes you. First of all, I was silent because I booked a ticket to my birthland country, the Netherlands. That's where I'm born and raised. I moved to Costa Rica in 2018, for those who didn't know that yet, together with my husband Dirk, who's also my business partner, and our 2 kids. And that was all possible thanks to our up and running successful online business. So we already worked successfully online for ourselves, making our living with different income streams online. One is affiliate marketing, 2 is coaching and consulting, and we have digital products and road books, and there's a couple of other income streams, but that's not about this. What it's all about is that I am leveling up according to my vision, that since I worked online, I've always found out that people do need offline contact, right? And if I look at my own learning curve and success curve online with my online business, before the whole pandemic stuff happened in the world, where people were basically blocked to go from A to B, before all that, from 2013 to 2015 was my biggest learning curve, going from zero, having a $300,000 debt, to making $10,000 per month. In those 2 years, I really traveled a lot to offline events for motivation, inspiration, stepping in my power, learning marketing skills, learning from the masters, the top industry leaders in this field of digital marketing, which is, just for those who are totally new to this, you know, making money online has nothing to do with luck, has nothing to do with how many people you know and pitch something. It really has to do with strategies, consistency, knowing exactly what you're doing. So, you know, we're talking about a solid business, right? So all these offline events help me so much, and especially personal development has been huge, right? Now, on my own path to success, hey, that is cool. Yes, I know. What I'm going to do in the Netherlands is host an event. I'm hosting an event with a very close friend. He's a coach, he's a therapist, he's a shaman. And because personal development and energy work to step in my own power has helped me to make it online. And that's why I decided, you know what, my daughter is in the Netherlands, Dirk's mom's birthday is in November. If I'm going to the Netherlands anyways to be with my dear family members who are there, how about if I'm there hosting an event anyways, especially for my Dutch students. So in my coaching program, I do have a lot of Dutch students. In the Netherlands, there's not that much choice if you want to make it online. It's less commercial than the United States still. And a lot of people reached out to us knowing that we moved to Costa Rica thanks to our laptop business. Like, can you teach us? So that is how everything started. And we started to focus on Dutch students as well. But I also have international students from all over the world. So don't worry if you're not Dutch. Yes, you can still be coached by me or take one of my coaching programs, digital courses, order books whatsoever. But I'm hosting a very special day event that basically my friend will be running because he has a special talent. He has learned to do all this. I'm not going to say exactly what he's going to do, but the strategies that he's going to teach to my students are helping people to break with their not helpful thoughts and feelings and trauma. And basically he's going to help everyone to break with their fears, with their objections, with their hesitation, with non-helping thoughts and feelings that's standing in the way between them and their successful online business. And I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to be a very special day. Now I do know that I have no Dutch viewers here overall, but those Dutch people who are interested, I will add a link later below this video so you can take a look at it. And all not Dutch people, don't bother. It's only held, we are speaking Dutch there. So, but hold on, according to my vision, because why am I doing all that? Besides that I'm very on high energy about that event. We're almost sold out. It's gonna be amazing. I just the feeling how many people I'm able to reach there and meet there, just because my students only know me from online, right? So there I'm going to meet them. There's a lunch included. We're gonna Menno, my friend, my business partner, who's going to host his program there. He's working with big personal development names as well. And I'm very proud that he's willing to work with me to offer this to my students. But we're also planning on doing this internationally. So we already had these ideas for about 4 years. It was the same year that we moved to Costa Rica. We almost organized a big event that would be like 4 days. But things got in the way and we never did it. And it didn't felt like the right time back then. We just moved. It was very hectic. And it was right before big changes on certain levels. So we waited a little bit, waiting for the perfect moment. Now we feel that we're ready. First we're going to do the first day event in the Netherlands, but he's coming to Costa Rica and we're going to host these breakthrough events in Costa Rica as well. But also we're planning on doing them in other countries in the world. For example, my husband Dirk just came home from a trip to Dubai. We are both business partners in crime here with our online business, but we have our own specialty. Well, I am specialized in coaching individuals. And hold on, I'm going to share my vision in a bit. And I think you want to hear this because it concerns you as well if you're watching my YouTube videos about Costa Rica. But he is basically specialized in the NFT world and the crypto world and what's going on there. The center of that is in Dubai. That's where all the people are coming together to exchange, but also for events. So he just came home from an event, an offline event, with 100,000 people. And he was so happy that he was home, because he said, there, it's beautiful, there's all these buildings and bling bling, and there's lots of money there, but you don't hear birds singing. And so when I was chatting with him on WhatsApp, he said, can you please just be quiet for like 1 minute? Let me hear the birds. So he was just saying, oh, that sounds incredible. Oh, and I hear monkeys too. So I said, yeah. But it's just having the freedom of choice to be where you desire to be. That's what it's all about. So while he was learning over there what's going on in the NFT world and how we can help our followers with making the money they need and want to live an extraordinary life that they deserve, allowing them to have a freedom of choice. There you go. Did you hear this? If not, just scroll back 30 seconds and listen to that again. My vision and his vision are aligned, but we work in different areas in the online space on helping people. So if you're watching my videos, you think like, what is she talking about? Well, yes, I do make videos about Costa Rica living, about how to build a house, about drinking water in Costa Rica, just the beaches, just practical stuff. But you must know, I'm a marketer, I'm a life and business coach, and I teach people from all over the world on how to build a successful, solid business online. So not just a click button business which does not exist, basically. And I'm on this huge vision, and my vision has grew over time while my business has been growing. And I started to impact more people, seeing more of my students being successful, but also seeing what was working. I want you to know that if you're somehow related to Costa Rica, perhaps you already have a life in Costa Rica, perhaps you dream about having a life in Costa Rica and move here, but you don't know how. Perhaps, you know, especially when you have a life here in Costa Rica, you must live the cheapest way. Costa Rica is expensive. Perhaps you just want to travel and enjoy Costa Rica as much as you do and you love your life somewhere else, but basically, the resource that you need to exchange that what you want, right, is money. Money. And if you have a problem with money, stop watching and go away, because I'm talking to people who acknowledge that you need a certain amount of money to live a good life. And if you start earning more, there's no one in the world who's going to live a worse life because you're earning more. But if you feel like, yeah, it doesn't resonate, and now you're talking about money, please work on your money blueprint, or read some books of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, written by Robert Kiyosaki, or The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. You know, that's just two books that I can recommend. Those with a bad relationship with money, most of the time that is rooted in having no money. So the association with money is, oh, I'm suffering because I don't have any. So my mission and vision is really for 2023, and we're going towards the end of this year, right? I want you to know that while I was quiet and not making videos, I was coaching a lot of people to make videos. So there's a lot of people using my strategies on how to connect with souls and humans all over the world. Not just Costa Rica channels, but also I have students. I have a physiotherapist student. She has an amazing, successful Dutch physiotherapy channel now. I have people who are moving to Costa Rica in a mobile home. They're uploading their videos. You will probably meet them. I have someone who is an iPhone expert who has her own business, is now having a YouTube channel serving people with their wants and needs according to that. And she has a lot of views. She just celebrated like having more subscribers, and she had her first leads. Basically, that's for business, for an online business. Strangers from all corners of the world find her videos and thank her for that. And from there, she's guiding their viewers into other directions, into products that people can buy and want anyway, but now they're going to buy it through her affiliate links. This is just one little piece of the things that I teach existing business owners to be more exposed to everyone online, because that's where the traffic is. It's the virtual roads leading to your front door of your offline or online business. You need it these days. I do know that making more money, or the money that you want to live the life that you truly dream about, will never just drop from the sky, but everyone is able to build an online business. So my vision is really looking what's happening in the world. Look, all the people in Hako at the Caribbean side right now who lost their homes, their cars, their everything. They need money. What can we do to help? Of course, you can donate, but you can also teach people. And I'm using a word that's not my word. It's the word of Dan Lok. Dan Lok is one of my mentors, and he wrote several books. He was born super poor and is a multi-billionaire right now. And he wrote books on how he all accomplished that, and business tips and stuff according to the mindset, but also practical according to business. And he's using this word, fuck you money. What's fuck you money? Well, that is basically if you lost everything right now in Hako that you think, it sucks, but I have enough money to just provide my family a new roof above our heads, right? Or that you have enough money, so-called fuck you money, that you can donate like a couple of thousands and help a couple of hundreds of people, right? So I'm really on this mission, looking at what's happening in the world where big groups of people are suppressed, are being controlled over others because having the lack of money. So others can say, you know what, if you do this, then you're gonna get that. Like in Europe and with the war and stuff, like electrical bills are right now already so high in Europe that people must choose between a bag of groceries, meaning food for the week, or paying their doctor's bills. So I do believe wholly that making enough money is a solution for a lot of people, right? And also when more people have enough money to do what they want and need, and I'm talking about in a good way. Remember, money is neutral, right? You can buy guns with money, you can buy food for orphans with money, you can build schools, right? So I'm assuming that we all want the best for everyone, because that's my mission, right? But money is a solution for a lot, but you have to also work on your personal development, because money is neutral. It's also can blind yourself. So it's important to stay a good person if you start to earn more. Money is neutral. It creates more of what you already are. So if you are a bad person, really a bad person, and you earn more, probably you're going to do more bad things with it. So I don't want you to think that way, but I'm just telling you, if you want to earn more money, you need to work more on your personal development as well. And that's also the reason why a lot of people who earn the lottery, literally are millionaire in one day out of the blue, are not used to having more money as the average person can spend. They are more or less within a year broker than they were, because their mindset is not used to deal with money. They are just going to spend money, while business coaches like Dan Lok and Robert Kiyosaki, but I teach that my students as well, you should invest money, and money can work for you. Like if you ever, well, I'm not going to talk about that. Anyway, so my vision is really for the next year to help more people to establish a solid mindset and step in their powers, because a lot of people do not dare to take the step to start a business online or to invest in NFTs and all those new things. A lot of people are afraid for change. And why are they so afraid? Because basically they doubt themselves, or they don't know how to handle new situations. So they stick to their old circle of, that's called the comfort zone. And no growth happens in the comfort zone. In the comfort zone, everything stays the same. So if you have a comfort zone that's, that you're pretty comfortable with your earnings, with your job, with your family, with everything, that's cool. But you will not get to the next level. It will stay the same. But the point is, I learned from several of my coaches that if you stand still, you're basically walking backwards. In life, it's always important that every new day you step into a better version of yourself. So you have to improve yourself every day. According to, hi John Miller, I'm happy you hopped on. Just keep watching and watch the rest in the recording. I'm updating everyone about what's going on and what I'm organizing and what my mission and vision is for people around the world according to making money. I think money is necessary necessary to create a better quality of life. And also another reason I did a lot of thinking, because I'm organizing this event and I'm gathering a lot of people from the Netherlands, my Dutch coaching students, together who never met each other because I work individually and we have digital courses. So all these people are getting together and being coached by my partner, Menno, who is a therapist, life coach, shaman. He does a lot of energy work. And I want people to step in their power so they get everything it takes to make more money and to stay a good person and to create a better quality of life. But also, can you imagine this? If everyone was doing fearless what they always dreamed about, right? And they feel confident, and that creates a happier life. Can you imagine how the world would look like if people are not suffering anymore because of the lack of things? But if you just could do what you needed or could buy what you needed that makes your life happy, the world would really be a better place. And I already see that around me with people who grew the same time as Dirk and I did online. I'm making money online, and people witnessed how we made the move to a life from the Netherlands to a life in Costa Rica. That was for a lot of people like the trigger, like, but they're really doing it. You know, how can you live in a country in Latin America without speaking Spanish, without having a job, without having restaurants, without having any big bulks of money on the bank? We were just earning well, but we didn't have any buffer or over value of a house that we sold. No, we were just making good income online, and we could establish ourselves here, but it could also be somewhere else. I know that a lot of people are suffering because they just wish they could be here, no matter for vacation or travel or to move here, but they can't because the financing is holding them back. And I'm thinking, why do you not have enough finances to get your butt to Costa Rica? Well, not because it's not possible to change your life, but probably because you have a lack of ideas on how to do it and a lack of self-confidence because you think it's not for you. A lot of people approach me like, yeah, Muriel, I realize that you really are able to live in Costa Rica a very good life. You know, we bought property, it's mortgage free. We earn a good buck. I want to stay humble, and it's not about what I'm making, but I am able to live a fantastic life and serve to others as well. I can make donations and blah, blah, blah. But I really want to create this for you. If you feel that you're missing things because of the lack of money, it's about time that you step in your power. So I was silent the past week with making no videos, working hard behind the screens, behind the scenes on creating this event, but we're also going to do this in Costa Rica. My friend has already been here. He visited us in the dry season and he loved it here. We have our own property. We have a big community here. A lot of people need to step in their power, and it is incredible what work he does. And I am here as a result of him because he coached me starting the year before we left the Netherlands. I actually threw my towel in the ring, like, I don't do it anymore. I don't want to. I started to fear the big taking the leap to Costa Rica, so yeah, I want to say out loud my vision, guys. So everyone, Costa Rica lovers and expats, not everyone is part of this group, but if you want to find a way to make more money and want to go online but you don't know where to start, hit me up, click one of the links below my videos, or ask me for my coaching, because with a digital course that I created, it's more or less overview courses to give people the feeling what's needed to make it online. But I have several viewers who took my one-on-one coaching program, and 9 of the 10 have success in their own ways, or quit their jobs, were discovered on YouTube by others and start paying them for things, for lots of ways. I am very proud of my students because it would not have happened if they hadn't taken any action. So it's my mission to help those watching now to make the money you need online in order to gain the freedom that you're dreaming about, to do whatever is necessary for your dreamed lifestyle. Perhaps a life in Costa Rica. Perhaps you just want to travel 6 times per year. You know, you can create your world the way that you want it, and you must realize that's how it is. If you suffer because you don't have enough money, basically money is everywhere. I was not born thinking that way. I was born with a very low financial blueprint. I thought that money stank, and money money's not growing on trees, and the rich is getting richer and the poor getting poorer. That was how I was born and raised, and I started to educate myself by reading different books, and I know now that money would be now, for a lot of people on Hako, the solution, right? If they had all enough money. But since people were being, the how do you say that? The news, basically governments keep people dumb, telling people you need to work hard to make the money to do whatever you want. And that's the biggest lie that has been told to you if you think that money is bad. No, you can make enough money, but you need to open up a door to creative ideas. And that can be very overwhelming. And what to do and how to start online can be very, very overwhelming because there is a lot online. I have not learned what I do now with $100 digital course, doing it by myself. No, I invested in coaches. I went 3 to 4 times per year to the United States, to events, to learn from the best of this internet marketing industry. I was trained by the best of the best because I wanted to be the best so I can serve as the best, right? Thanks to my knowledge about technology on a small level, I still type with 2 fingers, I'm able to connect with you. Yes, you're watching. I don't know where you're from, but you're watching my videos. How come? Because we found a highway that's leading towards one another, right? But this is what you can create yourself. If you have a dream to start a business, but you're like, you believe in your business or your product, where are my future clients? Well, they are online, my dear friend. So the money can only be the result if you know what you're doing online, and if you create a better version of yourself, helping more people with what they need. That is super important. So money is always the byproduct of what you provide to people in order to create a better quality of life. Remember this. Money will not just drop from the sky because you press the right button. It has nothing to do with luck. Okay? It has to do with a strategy, with knowing exactly what you're doing, but serving people. So my standards of what I do for my clients are super high. All my clients would be able to confirm that personal connection is really big with Dirk and everything that we do and teach online. So yeah, my vision is huge, guys. So that was the update about my world, why I was silent for a week. But a lot of things are moving and you will hear a lot about me. For those who are interested in what that event is all about, although it's in Dutch, I will add the link below. Although the link will be not active soon, because I'm going to break it, because when we're full, we're full. And I'm creating a waiting list whatsoever. But so you can see that what I'm up to, and feel welcome. If you are Dutch or if you live in the Netherlands or you're not Dutch, I don't care. You are welcome to join us because we still have, I think, 5 tickets left. So keep your eyes and ears open and let me know if you are looking for ways to make money in Costa Rica in a different way than a job, right? Or a different way than an online job. Because working in a job is still depending on others who pay your paychecks, right? There is so much possible according to making money online. Affiliate marketing is just one way. We are very familiar with that. We do this for 8 years successfully. And John Miller is sharing a lot of stuff that's happening in Costa Rica, according to the storms and the floods. We're actually really good here, John, because we are not at the Caribbean side. It's always less here. We have a lot of rain, but not a lot of problems. So yes, I am on this mission, and I hope that I can include you, that there are tons of ways to make money online with NFTs. That's all in the crypto world. We're on top of this. And you should be too if you lack having money you need for the life that you want. That is my topic for today. Leave your comments and your questions below. It was a long live, but you deserve it. Oh, and I also started a partnership with a very nice Costa Rica company that does shipping, because I came with 2 suitcases and a backpack, all 4 of us. So I can never advise people on when you want to bring more stuff in containers, how to do it. But I was approached by someone who has a very decent business and who I had conversations with, because I do never just connect my name with strangers. And I actually am not here to sell anything, or, I just love being independent and free, and I'm very hesitant because I know the quality that I serve with, and I don't know that from others. But no, I realize I can help more people, connecting those people with his company if you do need shipping. So yeah, you can expect a video. We're going to do a video together to announce that we are working together, and where he tells more about himself and I tell more about myself and how this cooperation is happening and why. Because as an expat, I know as no other that, it's inevitable. You need to bring some stuff, and it can be pretty hard if you don't know the way in Costa Rica. Well, he does. So if you have questions about that, leave your comment below and just stay tuned to my next videos. But now I'm going to wrap it up. I wanted to thank you for watching live. It was a very long live. That's so funny, because live and life, that sounds exactly the same, but it's also about your life here in Costa Rica and how to better it. Stay tuned for more information directly about how to make money in Costa Rica, how I make money in Costa Rica. I must say, I can never guarantee that you're going to make it, because I don't know you, I don't know your work ethics, I don't know how coachable you are, I don't know how committed you are, etc., etc., etc. But I do know that I'm making it, and my students are making it as well. So don't hesitate to reach out by following the description or the link in the comments. Just connect with me and watch my videos, and see you in the next one. Talk soon. Bye.